After I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action version, I remembered all the great times I saw the great moments for the first time. Watching the live action series just made me mad as any of the other live action reboots made in the last decade, where I don't want my past to be bled. My nostalgia is running out. What I want are new animated sensations. Yes. And right now, the only one I can list off the top of my head, happening now in 2024, is Hazbin Hotel. Ah, Hazbin Hotel. Made from, an animator who used to just, put everything on YouTube. She got her pilot picked up by Amazon Prime, and yeah, now it's a series, and oh my god, it's kind of a mixed bag. The good parts are really, 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 really good. The bad parts make it a little hard to watch. What are the good parts? Let's see. The animation, and I mean all aspects of it. The character design, the background settings, the style of how every character does everything from their hand motions to their facial moments, just all the little details that bring it together, where when you watch it a second and third time, you're still learning new little details from it and just appreciating what you already know. It is fluid, it is lively, it is a lot of fun, and it doesn't really look like anything else I've seen before. So yeah, that part's great. The music, oh my god. Even after it was done, I was listening to it on repeat, and if you've heard it, you get why. It was made, the music I mean, was made with love. Love! You can hear the influences from other stuff. I'm talking about You've Never Had a Friend Like Me, to Hello Dolly, and hell, even Shakira. It was awesome, and the characters, oh, yeah, the voice acting of all of this and the singing acting was all really great, and all the scenes being done. The music was just really, really, really good, and really filled up the moment to it. It made you really feel like a good musical should. What are the flaws? To sum up the main flaws, it's the writing. Yeah. It's good enough that you can get through the show, but there are moments where one thing the character says doesn't really make sense, and the transition from one thing to another doesn't really make sense. And I get that it's fun to curse, but I don't know, the cursing in this just seems mostly pretty forced and stale. When I watch the Harley Quinn show, Harley curses and she does it with vim. She does it from head to toes, what she's really feeling, what she's thinking. She puts oomph into it. Poison Ivy too. They play with it and they have a lot of fun. This is if I had a nickel every time someone said bitch. And didn't really say it, didn't really breathe it. Yeah, that was the part of the acting I didn't like. The singing, really, really good. But no. So, yeah, the story of it, where the demons are the misunderstood good guys you're rooting for, and the angels are the arrogant oppressors. I like that aspect very, very, very much. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Our protagonist, Charlie, she's adorable. She is. I love her suit. I love that we're in a world now where this young lady can wear a suit the whole time and no one comments on it. She just looks so cute. She has that, happy-go-lucky Broadway heroine thing, where I usually think is annoying, but in this case, it's overdone to dial 12 to the point where it's actually really funny. And the good aspects of her where she is incredibly powerful, but doesn't know how to use them. It's part of her being young and her being just inexperienced, where she doesn't totally understand that she does have the power to change certain things. She's just going really carefully because she just she's working on it. This is her first time really doing a big project, really trying to do some change as, the Princess of Hell, and yeah. I think it'll be really interesting to see how she progresses. Right now, she's just making, her hotel guests sit in, sharing circles, and they are really, really aggravated by it. But yeah, I think in time, she'll learn a little better and she'll get better. I do. I also believe that for the writing, where, yeah, the characters, their friendships will push this along better and make next season better. Oh, there's also her girlfriend, which is very obvious, which I appreciate. Okay, I need queer representation to be obvious. Okay? They are affectionate with each other, they're holding hands, they call each other sweetie and girlfriends. They are just open with it. They argue like girlfriends. It's nice. Vaggie is played by the lovely Stephanie Beatrice, and oh my god, her range in voice acting is just really impressing me. Like, wow, she's good. I was watching it with a friend and I was like, oh my god, that's like Mirabelle from Encanto. And my friend's like, she sounds more like Louisa. And I'm like, I know! Isn't that neat? Oh, and she could play like Isabella, or at least a version of Isabella, I believe. But yeah, Vaggie, interesting character. Yeah, you know, she's kind of that naysayer, not really a naysayer, but like, hey, let's calm it down, let's be practical, and everyone ignores her. Yeah, so she's frustrated, but she has right to be. And the guest, they're silly weirdos. Some are just kind of living there because it's rent-free. Some really just, you know, have no choice, and they're kind of being shackled there, not by Charlie, but by Alistair. Yeah, Alistair, a very creepy demon who left for some reason and came back. He is interesting. I don't like him, but I am interested to know what he's going to do next. He has a lot of secrets, and he is persuasive to the other characters, and that is interesting to me. But I don't care for his personality. His voice actor is good. I like how most of the cast, like behind the scenes, are actual, like, you know, Broadway stars. Ugh. God, you have Alex Brightman, you have Keith David, you have Kimiko Glenn. She had a very small character, but give it some time, girl. You had a lead role in Centaur World. I think you can do that again. I believe in you. But yeah. This series just did really good for my animating loving heart and for my musical loving heart. Most musicals, 80% of them sound the same, so for this one to really like become memorable and to make me really feel the emotions with everything was cool. So thank you Hazbin Hotel. If you get a little help with the writing, I think next season could be perfect. Now, do I think anyone can watch this? Yeah, I think nothing about it is too terrible for teenagers, especially teenagers these days with the YouTubing and the searching everything. Oy, it's overwhelming. It is. The only people I think that would honestly not really care for this show are hyper-religious people that are offended that no one says God exactly, but Adam and Eve, the way they're portrayed is not totally flattering. So yeah, overly sensitive people like that definitely wouldn't enjoy it. But if you like stunning animation, good queer representation, and not just from Charlie and Vaggie, even though they could have more, they could always have more. And if you like, you know, shows where even if the characters are not paying attention to the plot, but they're still like, you know, developing their friendships and solidifying their friendships, then yeah, this is a really pleasant show. I love it. I really hope it gets a lot more seasons, not just season 2. I really want more like TV series, especially ones like with women behind the scenes, to make it past season 2. I feel like I've not seen that a lot lately, so I need that. For my hope in humanity, I need that. So thank you, Hazbin Hotel. I can't wait for next year.